back outside. It's been hectic. Been hectic with the lockdown. Nice thing about the lockdown though, and being furloughed from my day job, is that I can just randomly go out and do things in the middle of the week. It's Thursday. I'm out here at Dragon Roams. We are at the Loyalsock State Forest, and we are going to do kind of a whatever loop we can come up with. Just going to do an overnighter. Dragon's got a map there.
This is for the nature trail.
For the nature trail that we just turned onto. We're only going to use that for maybe what, another 50 feet. Yeah. Then we're going to jump off onto some other trails and do
what's known as Ketchum Run.
Ketchum Run and Scar Run, maybe. Scar Run is a possibility. It looks like a bushwhacking trail. It may be more accessible than we think. If we can get to it, fine. If we can't, we'll just do Ketchum Run. Either way, we are outside doing a trip in April, which I really didn't think was going to happen this year. I didn't think there was going to be an April trip. That's with everything that's going on. But this is gorgeous. I mean, the Loyalsock State Forest is just gorgeous anyway. Any forest is gorgeous, but you got these pines, you got this little swamp out here. And so where we're situated is we're maybe 2 miles from World's End State Park, maybe 30 minutes from 45 minutes from the old Loggers Path. Loyalsock Trail, we're going to use part of that for this trip. So we're relatively local, but it feels very remote. And that's for the Fern Ridge. Oh, just look at that. Every time I turn around, every time I turn the camera back, it just gets more gorgeous. Look at that thing. It's a little snow last night. We're expecting a little snow tomorrow. Nothing crazy, but just a little bit. So we're gonna find our turnoff here, and I'm sure I'll be bringing it back quite often because this is all new to me. I've never been on this section of Loyalsock. I haven't been on this trail. I haven't been to Ketchum Run. I haven't been to any of this, so all new. I guess that's the return way. This is the second time I don't know if this is the same little creek. Second time we crossed it, but we got luxury bridge here. Dragon pointed this out. Yeah, so we got a tread strip. There's some traction control on there. That is nice. Better than the log that's down the stream. That's for sure. right, so we made it to our junction. We went a little further than we anticipated, which is fine. We're not doing a lot of miles today. The whole trip we're doing is about 10 miles, so we add a little bit. It's no big deal. The split that we should have taken, not really well marked. We walked right by it, and we just got kind of so enamored with that nature trail. It's beautiful that we just stayed on it, because we run back in the trail we're gonna get on anyway, which is what we're on now. So well, this is our right to get to it, so we add a little bit. But I mean, when you got a little forest like this, it really doesn't matter. It's still early. It's like 10:30. We got all day and nowhere to be, just out away from people, so we're just enjoying it. And here's sounds like some bigger water off here to the left. Let's see what we got. All right, so this is the trail that we want to be on. We're gonna come back this way tomorrow. We'll go down here and take a look at this creek crossing. I think we'll have to do this tomorrow.
So this should actually be Ketchum Creek right here.
So this should be Ketchum. So I don't know. Oh, maybe we'll come up along it and cross it. Yeah, I got stuff over there. This is gorgeous.
This section goes off a bit.
Oh, look at that. That tree's the only thing holding that rock up.
Yeah.
And that tree's not doing so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tree got hit a long time ago, and it's been holding that rock in place.
Look at it from this side.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
That's pretty cool.
So that tree was definitely there when that happened.
Yeah.
For that to be like that. And it took it.
Yeah. It must have been it must have been like,
Yeah.
it's pushed up against. I know when you look at that video, you're like, oh, it's some rocks. The scale never comes through with these. These things are pretty big. They're pretty big rocks.
Like, that rock alone is like as big as a car. But
A large car.
But weighs a lot more.
It weighs like a large car with a gigantic rock on top of it. So we're heading into a different kind of forest now. We're heading up from the valley floor. And this is, we looked at this, it's pretty flat for like the first like 5 miles, looks like. A few ups and downs. Let me tighten the camera down, it's rattling around a little bit. A few ups and downs. But I mean, like this is a pretty gradual incline, like an old forest road, old logging road. So we figured we can take our time. We can really kind of just enjoy it. There's a few vistas. Right, a couple of, we're gonna see any of those vistas?
We'll see at least one today.
Okay, so we'll see at least one today. Maybe some more waterfalls, like some actual waterfalls. And as you can tell, we're doing a little road hike. Not too bad. pretty well-maintained forest roads out here. We're gonna take this up a little bit. There'll be a gate. It's gonna take us up, and we'll hop on the Loyalsock, and we'll be off. We won't do another road hike, will we?
No, but once we're on the Loyalsock for a little ways, we should cross over this one more time to get down to the other side.
So a road crossing, not so bad. But a little view, a little sun. It's peeking in and out. So it's going to be in like the low 40s during the day, and then it's going to drop down to the, well, they're saying the high 20s out here, but you never know where we're going to be. Well, we don't even know where we're going to be, but could get a little bit cooler. But tomorrow they're calling for a little bit of snow.
I figure if we end up camping out at that stream campsite, I'd be like more like in the teens when they're sleeping.
Probably, which is really nothing new.
No,
Wouldn't be the first time we've done it.
That'll still be warmer than the last time.
Probably. And you never know, this could always change and it could stay warmer. It is April in Pennsylvania, you never know what you're gonna get. Right, it's still April, right? Yeah, still,
yeah. It was like what, 65 2 days ago?
Yeah, it was 65. We almost had a tornado. I woke up to my house moving. We had 3 inches of snow on Saturday when we were out at Kinzua. It's gonna be like 68 on Saturday or something, or Sunday, or 58 or 60, something like that, some crazy temperature. It's a weird weather.
Welcome to the Northeast.
Yeah. But yeah, so possibility a little snow. So we weren't sure what the weather was gonna do. We were thinking about doing a longer, maybe a 3-day trip somewhere else, but just getting out is really all you need sometimes. And this is so far, I mean, even the road hike's not that bad.
And
It's been a really nice hike.
This is like I've done this section of Loyalsock, like a small piece of what we're gonna do today. But other than that, neither of us have done any of this before.
Yeah, no, this is all new. I haven't done this side of the Loyalsock, any of that. And everything so far has been new. I haven't really explored this side very much. A little bit of the other side down by World's End, the link loop, some of that stuff, but I don't get out here as often as I should, and it's really not that far away.
This just happens to be like probably my favorite state forest in our state. So
yeah, well, this is like Pinchot for you, like distance.
No, it's further than that.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like an hour drive.
Oh, so it's not that much different, but it's gorgeous out here.
No, Pinchot is like Pinchot for me.
So we got off the road. We came up this little, for the most part, it is like a forest road, like an old access road. And then we just got up to this little section here, these cool cliffs all over here. That's awesome. We'll go check that out. But this is the Loyalsock. So this is the, gee, I don't even know how long this thing is anymore. I think it's 70, maybe more. But we're gonna go up the hill here. But this is the LT, and looks like this is part of the link trail as well. Maybe not. So Loyalsock Trail. Oh yeah. So the link trail's got X's on it. Loyalsock is yellow and red, and then blue is what we've been on, I think. But yeah, so we're on like the legit section of trail now. I guess that's how you'd phrase that. Let's check out these cliffs. There wasn't a lot to film like I'm using film in a GoPro. It wasn't a lot to record on that road hike, but yeah, we've had it easy up until now, I think. Nice flat hikes, some road hikes, bridges and waterfalls. Now Getting some rocks. Actually, I think we go up in this. We follow the bridge. I think. I could be completely wrong. I've got a map. I looked at it a little bit. Oh, I got down tree. I'll go around it here. That makes more sense. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this. Yeah, so I've been paying attention to the map, but as is generally the case when it's somewhere new, Dragon sent me a copy of the map last night. It's like, I think of going here, because our original plan we decided not to do, and I'm just like, looks good, never been there, I'm down. So boy, when you don't move around much because you're in your house, you get winded easy. But all right, let's look at this. So that's pretty cool. You don't see that a lot on distance trails. I mean, you do on like the AT, but like some of the backpacking trails here in PA, like the Quijana, there's a Old Loggers Path, the Pinchot, Thunder Swamp, any of those I've been on, you don't usually see mileage markers. So it is nice to see that. Hey, maybe it's demoralizing. And you're hiking along, you're like, I'm only 38 miles in. Oh no. One thing we have noticed out here, the rocks are extremely movable. So if you're hiking, oh, I'm up here. If you're hiking anywhere out here, even over on that nature trail, everything moves. All the rocks move pretty much. Unless it's a gigantic boulder, but even that, I wouldn't trust too much. There's been a couple times both of us have stepped on rocks that we thought would be solid, and they've just moved right out from underneath us.
Always the big ones too.
Yeah, there's a set of steps back on that nature trail, and there's like maybe 3 or 4 stones, but the one you step on is slid. The next one you stepped on, there's nothing on it in front of it, so if you step too far in front, it would just turn into a ramp. You go for a ride and you get clobbered by the rock.
That one moved too.
Which one?
That one.
This one? No.
Could you imagine that?
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's like surfing on a rock.
Rock surfing. That's how we do it here in PA. Rock surfing. It is a gorgeous trail though. It's a really nice day. So when the sun's out, it feels warmer than like 41 or whatever it's supposed to be. But look at these rocks. Like, you wouldn't expect something like that to move, but out here it probably could. So I'm pretty sure that it's the extent of our climbing for the day. We're gonna come down here, we're gonna cross that road that we road hiked before, cross back over it. Then we start heading down a grade, make a turn, come back into the valley. And then we're like 3/4 of the way around at that point. So with the Scar Run, don't think we're gonna get to. That's out that way. And there's no real trail that goes out there. There's some like cross-country skiing trails or access roads that get you close to it. Then you would literally have to just like go through that to get to it. And we're running parallel to it now. I don't think we'll wind up going over that way, which is fine. We might be able to see it when we get over here to this turn. Maybe. I don't know. Might be a side trail takes you down to it. I know there's a few waterfalls in that run. That looks pretty nice, but sometimes there's only so much you can do. Boulders, boulders, and more boulders. So down here is that road. Should be crossing it pretty soon. First real vista. Oh, this is Alpine View. What do you think? How shaky, how sketchy do you think that is? That is a straight drop off. I'm real tempted to go to that rock, but it doesn't look like it's held on by much.
No, from this angle, it definitely doesn't look like it's held on by much.
Yeah, and it's the way rocks move around here. So there's a trail over there. Yeah, just a little bit. All right, not gonna risk that rock. That is not worth the risk. It's the same view up here. All right, so yeah, this is a little camp spot here. But for us, it's gonna be lunch. But you could hang hammocks here.
Oh, absolutely.
A few options here for hammocks. A nice fire ring. Oh, someone left a grill. 2 grills. So that's the one. Oh, 3 grills.
I saw the one.
There's 3 of them. So yeah, that's back behind a campsite. There's a little bit of wind protection back here, getting behind those trees. But we had our lunch. Got a little bit of Tang. I brought Tang. I've had that since I was a kid, I think. The lunch break is over. We're gonna start heading down the valley. So we gotta head out. We're gonna head out that way, and then it's like a gigantic S-turn that's gonna take us all the way down and around, back down here to Ketchum Run. that's about where we'll stop for camp. All right, wanna see how steep this is? We're gonna slowly watch a dragon disappear out of frame. The map shows us a lot more gradual, like from that I think, what road is that? Coal Mine Road. It looks like it's a lot more gradual of a descent, but no, this goes pretty much straight down. So we should be down at the valley floor pretty soon. It's not bad, like it's not rocky, but we've had some rain this week, and underneath this, like, you can't really see that. Some spots you can feel it's just sliding underneath the leaves. Back right there, you can see where dragon slid a little bit. But yeah, so he's not that far ahead of me, and that's straight ahead. It's a decent little descent. Luckily, since it's so steep, it's not real far. See the river out there. That's the Loyalsock out there. And it's looking down. That's vertical. It's looking straight out. Absolutely gorgeous though. This reminds me a little bit of the backside of Slide Mountain in the Catskills. Like as you come down from the summit. Trail. Whoa! Alright, I'm gonna get past that quickly. That's starting to crumble as I'm standing here, or as I'm walking here. Glad I stopped for a second. Not a creek, it's the trail. Check this out.
Oh man, that's cool too, the way that's stacked and like cut. Where that tree fell over.
Wow, oh, check that out. One down falls. Really glad it's not windy today. I don't know what's whistling. Oh, there's a tree over there, there's holes in it. I don't think I can get through in the camera. Check this out. The rocks are whistling. Oh boy. Look at what we got here. Ladder head that way. Alternate trail that way. Well, I guess we're going this way. So we might be climbing up the ladder, not down. Guess we'll find out in a minute. A lot of obstacles here to climb over. You got rocks, oh, flowers. Alright, well, I see the ladder up there. It's not like an Acadia style ladder.
This is all washed out.
Oh yeah, it is.
It might be okay to jump down and find those rocks.
Oh, it's right down there. Yeah, the trail is no longer here. Let's see what this looks like. There's spots where there is no ground here. This may not be well advised.
That's not so bad, but be like really careful right there. That's not very supportive.
Oh, I see that. It's something. Gorgeous. Alright, try to get down this hill. Slide into the river. The dragon's got longer legs than I got. It's easier for him. So this is what we just crossed a few minutes ago. This may actually be what started up there at that lower alpine. Yeah, it's a little sketchy. A little bit sketchy. Is this the campsite?
What?
Is this the campsite?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the map. How awesome is that?
This is a gorgeous little spot. So yeah, not so bad. Thinking of worse things I could be doing right now. always forget to record these little sections. Look at that thing. What's that? Yeah, I know. This is supposed to be flat. Whew. There's a section there. There's not much soil left underneath that one little spot. It's a little dicey. I guess we're gonna skirt up along here. I think this drops us back down by the creek. But these are like the spots I'll hike through, and then I'll get, yeah, you can't really like stop in the middle of a step. I'll hike through and then record afterwards. Go, that was really sketchy. I always forget to record this. Get caught up in the moment. All right, I was gonna say, yeah, but if that would have been, if it would have come down like right next to, we thought that that was the same ladder sign that we just saw about 20 minutes ago.
Could you imagine? That's where the other end of the bypass is.
Oh, it's up there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was down here.
No, this is just where we went along all the falls and everything.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's not so bad. Yeah, probably get a better look at the falls too. And it's a little bit washed out there. There used to be a trail that went through. It is gone now. Let's see how, it's pretty slick. Alright, oh, this is good, close enough. Which falls are these? Which falls are these? These falls? Right, so these are, I'll put it up if I'm wrong, but we think this is Lee's Falls. Or it's X Falls. But, pretty cool. Really nice. We weren't sure we were gonna get back down by the water. We were up on that ridge for a while, and this sure would be a nice spot for a campsite. I don't think there's one here. We know there's a couple coming up. Off to the right there? Yeah. We are campsite hunting now. Down here by the creek. Plenty of water options. Looks like there's something right off here to our right. We've already passed a couple, and there might be a couple more to see. Well, there's half a cabin here. That's quite the fire set up there. Yeah. Some cordage, that's good. I always find cordage.
We're definitely down in some low hills.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we might get a little cold air sink down in here, but I think we'll be fine. We're protected from the wind. If we get any snow, I think we'll be good. What do you think?
I like it. It's a quality spot.
It is a quality spot. I like it. You know what? My shoulders would be happy to get the pack off. I just took my pack off. I'm looking for trees. Have you ever backpacked? I haven't had this sensation in a while. Took my pack off and I felt very floaty, like without having that weight, because we really haven't stopped. I had the pack off for, you know, maybe 10 minutes. We had lunch, but yeah, you get the pack off and you just feel very springy. Looking for trees here. And I see a couple that I like over on the other side of Dragon there, but there's a tree right there. That's a little sketchy. I don't think it's gonna come down, but I'd rather not take the chance. I'm thinking right here, between these two trees, that one and that one, gives me a little sky. I can set up my tarp, and if I need to, I got my small tarp, I can set up for wind blockage. Don't know if that's coming through on a GoPro, but it's snowing. It's freaking snow. It's supposed to snow until tomorrow. So we got a pretty decent haul of wood. Dragon's separating it all nice and neat. The piles, I'm just throwing all mine in one pile. Different approaches. But I did have a casualty. I'm sad. My Mora knife. Well, this is the light my fire. I forget what they call this thing. But it's had like a little fire starter in there. You can kind of see that the ferro rod that broke a while ago. It wasn't really. It was good for an emergency. But it wasn't fantastic. But I was batoning wood and I broke the blade right off. And I was going through pine and hitting it with a piece of pine. Sad day. That little knife has been a trooper for me. Can't believe it broke. But you'll have this when you use your gear. It breaks. There's nothing you can do about it, you know. So I will. I'm 99.9% sure I'm just gonna buy another Mora because that thing has been great. We're in a whiteout. Sun was out 5 minutes ago. Oh man. Barely see Dragon up there.
So we need to come up with a name for this now.
Loyalsock Rocks? Loyalsock Rocks? That's how you get bored and you make up games. Alright, let's see. So I got a couple of rocks. You got a stick for a pole with the box drawn in. And we're throwing rocks. Oh, that took a funny bounce. Got robbed. Oh.
It's funny because my square is not square with your square.
It is not square. It's not even a square. It's like a... I don't know what that is. Oh. Yeah, that's fun playing. So we got an alcohol stove going. And I'm going to make some mashed potatoes. Obviously instant. And I'm going to use some chicken see what kind of chicken I got here. No, might as well continue the lemon theme here. I just had some lemon black tea. That was actually pretty good. So I'm gonna put some zesty lemon pepper chicken on the plate with the mashed potatoes. But I'm gonna make the mashed potatoes on the plate. It's gonna be messy, but something different. So not the most appetizing looking thing, but some chicken, some lemon chicken, and some mashed potatoes for dinner. It'll do. Thanks for checking out the video. That's going to do it for part 1. Time for us to head to bed and get ready for tomorrow. See you in the next.